Hello everybody, 'tis I, the Rumpled One. Monday morning, January, nope, still December 31st, year 2012. Last day of the year. But by the time you're saying this, it's already been New Year, so Happy New Year. You know, it's kind of interesting. It's been one interesting year. Hell of a year. Some things have changed, but things usually just stay the same. And you gotta wonder about we the people. Right now, Congress is debating over how much of our money to take from us. While at the same time, they're getting a pay raise. Did you get a pay raise? It's just unbelievable. It's just incredible that these people that we've elected to run our country are taking a pay raise after their lackluster performance. If they were in private industry, they would have been fired. I've talked about this before. So the question falls upon us is, what is wrong with we the people that we keep electing these bozos that can't get the job done? And now, it looks like one of their first orders of business is going to be to try and take away some more of our Second Amendment rights. Restricting the capacity of magazines on weapons. I like what I've seen on Facebook where they say that the state should just say that any federal law that has anything to do with the Second Amendment is basically unconstitutional. What part of shall not be infringed don't they understand? I mean, the parallels between Obama and Hitler, you've probably seen them. I know I'm preaching to the choir. It's these people that have been drinking the Obama aid, they just can't see. They don't want to hear anything. It's almost like the Obama has a cult where you can't say anything bad about the leader. And if you do, the cult followers, they're not going to listen anyway because they believe in their leader. But what has he done to even deserve his following? That's the amazing thing. Putting more people on food stamps? Gutting our Constitution? And talking about using executive orders to get around the Constitution because the Constitution makes it difficult for him to bring about the kind of change he wants. Well, maybe, Obama, you're in the wrong country if you want to make all those kind of changes that the Constitution doesn't allow for. You ever think about that? And the government has used our tax dollars to buy over, what was it, 1.5 billion rounds of ammo recently? And it's not for the military. It's for the IRS, Homeland Security, Social Security. Ridiculous. Department of Homeland Security. They've got all these armored vehicles. I'm really thinking that maybe if a civil war were to start in this country, that would give our other enemies a chance to invade. Because if the government's fighting against the people, and you've got these enemies coming in, then the government can't fight against two fronts. I mean, the people be fighting against the government be fighting against the people be fighting against these foreign enemies, the government be fighting against these foreign enemies. There's just going to be a bloodbath. And they say, oh, no, you've been breathing too much of that fresh air off of the ocean. Your mind's all fogged up. But remember, on American soil, people have been detained. Just ask any Japanese person that lived through the 40s. Not to mention the Native Americans, that what we used to call them the Indians. And that's another thing. This political correctness stuff is just gone. It's just gone too far. I mean, who cares what Charlie Sheen had to say down in Mexico the other day? I kind of wish I was down in Cabo San Lucas to join the party myself. But he made a slur against homosexuals. Oh, wait a minute. Is that the right word? Or should I say gay? I mean, who cares? Why is that even newsworthy? It doesn't make any sense. There's just so many things that the media focuses on that just doesn't really have to do with anything. They really have dumbed down America. They really have. We've got things like the fiscal cliff right here, right in front of our faces, and they are upset because of what Charlie Sheen had to say at a bar opening. It's just beyond ridiculous. I think what's really going on is that they're diverting our attention with the guns, with the fiscal cliff. There's something else brewing. And I think if you look closely, you might be able to see it. But you're really going to have to look closely and wade through all that other muck that they keep putting in front of our faces to occupy our time and brains. There's something else really diabolical going on. I mean, U.S. senators and congressmen, they've been denied access to look at the gold at Fort Knox. And who gave that order? Who's in charge? Can the president even see it? That'd be interesting. Oh, if I could be president for a day. That would be fun. And of course, probably Hillary Clinton and Eric Holder and all the rest of those bums are going to get presidential pardons. And we the people, we just go from day to day. Yeah, some of us get upset and make videos and talk amongst ourselves. But when it gets down to it, we're not doing anything. Now, let's just call it the way it is. We're just sitting back, maybe waiting for something to happen. But then again, if we took it to them, who are we taking it to? I mean, the system is so huge, it's so entrenched, it's so ingrained, that even if we eliminated all those elected officials, what would change? I mean, who do we have one to lead us? Who would we rally behind? That's hard, because there's always going to be a couple alpha male types fighting. Their ego's going to get in the way. And we the people are going to stay divided. If we can't agree on our constitutional rights for being American citizens, what can we agree on? I can't think of an issue. People want to take away rights here, rights there. They want to restrict your freedom. Not their freedom, but your freedom. I mean, just hypocrisy is just at an all-time high. So, the outlook for 2013, I don't know. I don't know if somebody's going to light the powder keg and start it. Is a revolution possible? Right now, I don't think it's actually possible because we the people, we really don't have somebody to rally behind. I mean, it would just be little skirmishes here and there, but there wouldn't be a coordinated movement. Not like the Founding Fathers. I mean, even then, you know, everybody wasn't on board with what they were doing. But they had enough people. And they had this leadership. But right now we don't have the leadership. It would have to go something like, you know, county by county, state by state. We don't have those leaders. You might have some small militia groups. But I'm sure there's some groups that want one thing and other groups want something else, and they would never see eye to eye, and then they would just be fighting. It'd be a turf war, just like gangs. And the thing about it is, what we all have to realize is something else I saw on Facebook, and I like the way they put it, that if you are under somebody else's authority, you're not free. Think about that. Ponder, let that sink in. If you are under somebody else's authority, you are not free. And of course, they're saying, oh, what do you want, anarchy? It's like, no, we don't need to have anarchy and chaos. Why not just freedom? Why not just live and let live? Why not that common sense, which really isn't that common, because it's not passed along. Somewhere, I guess, between the 50s and the 70s, I think common sense got lost. It just doesn't seem to be being passed on from parent to child. I think it's because children are having children. Single-parent homes. Sometimes single-parent homes can be real strong because that single parent realizes that they've got all that responsibility on their shoulders and it's up to them to do it. In some cases it's not. Yeah, 2013, starting the second term of the Obama regime. This is going to be real interesting. I know one thing, keep your powder dry, keep your guns oiled, lock and load. What would that revolution look like? I think it really would look like a slaughter because, you know, Obama and the rest, they're not going to be on the front lines. They're not going to have weapons. No, they're going to be in bunkers, somewhere tucked away safely underground or flying up in the air in Air Force One, and having, you know, drone attacks and armored vehicle attacks. Remember Waco? That's what it's going to look like. There might be some small victories for we the people, but I just don't see we the people coming together. You know, all the hunters, people that like guns, you know, target people like to, you know, shoot skeet and trap like I do and go out and practice with their handguns and their rifles, target practice. I don't know if they'll all band together. It's going to be interesting. That's just the way I have to sum it up. So, I guess that's about all I have to say for about 2012. Hope you're having a safe and happy new year. And the one thing I really hope is that people wake up and smell the tyranny.